Alright, so there's been some changes with my plot a little bit. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better, but after writing out my outline, came up with some more ideas to put my character in trouble, I guess, peril, if you will. So hopefully that works out, because this morning I woke up and I'm like, uh-oh, what am I doing here? All of a sudden I'm changing it a little bit. My ending is going to be a bit different now, but I think it'll work, because the ending that I created earlier was just to create an ending. And I think it was a little too big, a little too predictable. But now, I think people won't see the ending coming, which is good. But it'll make sense. The payoff will make sense at the end. So, our hero has to go through some changes, some major changes, in order for him to grow as a character, as a person, as an individual. And the antagonist plays a big role in this as well. So obviously, which is good, and I think it'll work. I think it'll work. So I'm happier with the change, but it means sitting down, rolling up my sleeves, and really hammering it out a bit as well. Gone is the times of just sitting down and chugging about anything, because now I have an idea of how my ending is really going to end. I have the beginning, and it sets up how everything else falls into place, and it actually sets up where my hero's going. So that's good. That part is good. But now it's getting a little bit more technical, if you will, when it comes to the story, and making sure that you honor and respect your characters, and that you don't throw things in there that wouldn't make any sense at all. Kind of like in Star Wars when Princess Leia in The Last Jedi got blown out of the spaceship, and all of a sudden she's flying back into the spaceship. That one bothered me because I didn't see that coming, and it made no sense. And I don't want to do that in my book, where I'm throwing things across where all of a sudden it's like, yeah, somebody puts the book down and goes, yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all. And I also want people to walk away learning something and remembering something. And the driver, the underlying theme in this whole thing is basically Scotty has a dream of writing a book, of becoming an author, similar to me. And he gets that dream taken away from him. Now he has to decide if it's worthwhile for him to sacrifice everything in order to get that dream back, because it was lost. So that's going to be the underlying tapestry, if you will, woven throughout the book. So I'm optimistic that it'll work. It's just going to take a little bit of, like I said, rolling up my sleeves and really hammering it out. So right now it's 5:15 in the morning. So I'm going to go sit down at my computer. My goal again is 1,000 to 2,000 words this morning, or today. So usually I write 1,000 words in the morning, and then in the evening I'll write another 1,000. But I'm going to see if I can do that this morning. Just write out my 2,000. So my plan is to have my book published basically by the end of June. So it's May right now. So we'll see. Plus I have a wedding that we're planning. My daughter's getting married in a week and a half, so that makes it a little bit tough to write a book while you're prepping for other stuff. So anyways, so that excuse of being too busy, I know what that's like. but you have to figure out a way to write anyway amidst your busyness. So this again is more of a video for me. If you're a writer, an author, and you've experienced this where you've changed your plot or your ending so much that all of a sudden it makes you a little bit nervous, I think that's a good place to be in, because you have to throw some wrenches across your protagonist. That way it makes them develop and grow. And I think it'll work. So I keep saying think, because I really have to start using this noodle here to piece everything together. So right now there's a bunch of floating pieces, and I got to get them down on paper for me to feel more comfortable. So there we go. That's it for today.